to another Hi event right here on Hi TV, your luxury channel. I'm here this evening to witness and experience the launch of a revolutionary partnership between the BCAS campus and Trainocate. Well, they are giving you a more individualized and specialized learning experience. My name is Dima. Stay tuned with Hi events to find out more. I have with me Mr. Amarathungu from BCAS campus here. Now, Mr. Amarathungu, we were listening to the press con and we were talking about the partnership that you have going on. It's quite innovative and it's quite a big leap forward. Let's talk a little bit about your partnership between BCAS and Trainocate as well.
Thank you so much. Let me just start by saying this is a problem in the industry that we wanted to solve for a long time, where we have students who will graduate from our programs, they'll go into industry, and then we get feedback from our partners saying, you know what, it takes us 6 months for our students to start contributing to our companies. And we thought this is the problem we need to solve, because there's no point in being in education if they need to leave our institution and still go for further training. So one of the things we wanted to do was, how can we bridge this gap? How can we help students contribute from day one? And that's when we started working with Trainocate. What are the ways we can start developing students from the time they enter BCAS, which will help them with anything to do with their careers so they can develop professionally. Trainocate is, I think, the first place we want to start this partnership, specifically with IT, where we think there is a huge demand in the market today for IT-related programs and IT qualifications. The government has set a target of $5 billion of exports in the IT industry, and we think there is about a 10,000 person shortage. Every year, I think there are about 1,000 skilled students coming into the market. Out of that, a large portion are going abroad. So what we want to do is, I think, like we mentioned in the press conference, increase the number of students who can come out, increase the output and the caliber of these students, and that's really the basic of this partnership.
And the training programs, they'll work hand in hand with the curriculum, and the students, while they're doing their academic studies, will be able to do their professional proficiencies as well?
Yes, so what we've done is we've integrated small parts during the 3 to 4 years that students are with us. So for example, if a certification in a professional setting would take 6 months, what we would do is we'd split it to about a 1-year course. So in between lectures, the student will have access to an online platform where they can start day by day, week by week, learning the certification as they learn the topics at class. This way they can get help from their tutors if they require it, and they can progress at their own pace. The idea is that once a student graduates, they graduate with at least 2 licenses, and these licenses they're free to pick as well. So if they do a topic in AI and they think, oh, AI is interesting for me today, they can go through the Trainocate program list, pick an AI license, and they can start that program. 6 months later, they decide, you know what, I want to do software engineering instead. There are at least 4 different software engineering certifications they can pick from. And even then, if they've decided, I want to do something completely different, which could be cloud architecture or network architecture, all those programs are available. They can just pick those and they can do it at their own time.
Sounds fantastic. So many choices now. So someone out there watching and thinking about options, what would you like to tell them?
There are many options that you can pick from, and I would say BCAS is very happy to pioneer this collaboration in the market. So I would just recommend, take the time, study a little bit with the offering, speak to us, we can always help, and anything you like to do, we can find a solution and a way for you to get there.
I have with me Mr. Rajitha Ranavira from BCAS campus. Now, we've had an extensive talk about the partnership between BCAS and Trainocate as well. Let's talk a little bit more about how this idea came about. Now, we've been talking about the need that was there in the market. So how did this idea actually come into being?
Yes. Post-COVID, as well as after the economic crisis, as well as even before that, there was this trend towards education 4.0 and gig economy, where younger generation is not confined by the traditional concept of a job, but they are looking for opportunities and they are looking for career advancement as well as performance in the global space than constraint into a country. So when we try to address that situation, what we understand is that there are multitude of opportunities existing in the market, but our traditional education system does not provide the flexibility that the younger generation needs to move on to these different segments. So we were collectively trying to find a solution for that. And what we understand through our brainstorming is that, okay, look, while maintaining the basic fundamentals of higher education, we have to go beyond a customization, but give an individual solution to each student, each young professional who's aiming to perform at various levels and types of different professionalities. So that is the basis of this partnership. So when we try to do that, what we understand is that we need the flexibility of a professional training provider who is accepted across the globe with professional qualifications to augment the higher education that we provide for our students. So as a result of that, we worked harder to identify what are the foundation or entry level pathways that we can offer to our students in a broader range of programs, so that they can go into multitude of careers after completing their basic degree or their higher national diploma. So that's the seed of thought that triggered this partnership, and we are happy to say that now it's growing, and hopefully it will yield into a bigger tree which provides a lot of fruitful youth to the country as well as to the world.
So now starting seed has been, you've got a few programs that you have outlined with Trainocate as well. Moving forward, what sort of fields are you trying to incorporate into your curriculum?
Yeah, to begin with, we have done with Microsoft, but as the managing director said of Trainocate said, they are the training partner for the leading technological brands in the world. So what we are trying to do is bring more such professional qualifications into the academic curriculum, starting with Cisco, then all the other, I can't name one by one, but all the other leading professional vendors, and build that into the curriculum so that when they go out, for an example, they have a academic qualification as well as a world-renowned and widely accepted professional qualification under their name, so that they can perform on the first day at the level that the employee wants.
Sounds fantastic. Now to our viewers out there who are thinking of options, why would you recommend this partnership, and why would you recommend BCAS for them to come here and further themselves and their education?
Yes, I'm happy to say that BCAS is very much in the forefront of running leading the changes in the education sector. We are happy to say that we are introducing variety of programs at variety of levels with variety of new concepts like augmented reality, AI, and the technology. So our students are capable of and well-rounded, not only the academic qualifications but the soft skills as well as professionalism and profession. So they will get a well-rounded qualification, and they will learn how to become not only educated individuals but educated professionals who balance the ethics and the challenges of the society. So that is the main reason I would say someone to select BCAS, the integrity and the experience as well as the innovative, disruptive nature of BCAS in shaping the education, Sri Lankan higher education future. Then why this partnership is important? Obviously, you need to be different. You need to be unique. How you can be unique? By getting a good qualification which is not only accepted in Sri Lanka but also around the world. But having a qualification only will give a short-term win, because if you can't perform at the level, then that's the end of the story. So you will not only here get the qualification but also the competency that is needed to perform and grow in your life. So that is why I think this partnership as well as BCAS would be the solution for our younger generation.
I have Mr. Hashim from Trainocate today here. Now, Mr. Hashim, we've been talking about the need of a program like this within our education system to bring competency along with academia. So let's talk a little bit about the partnership that you have going on with BCAS.
Yep. So Trainocate, thank you, Dima. And so Trainocate is a channel-driven business. Right? We work with multiple partnerships. It can be from education systems, it can be from system integrators, it can be from existing global system integrators as well. So our job is to be able to provide the right skills and capacity that is required by the existing industry, as well as what the requirement in the country today with all the brain drain challenges. So that's where this partnership came into growth, because existing workforce have moved out of the country, most of them, and this industry requires right resources where they could actually utilize them as a plug and play resource. So therefore we had a discussion with BCAS and told them, look here, we need to be able to embed the professional curriculum into your existing academia curriculum, because this is what the industry wants, because we are training and working with multiple organizations within the industry, and this is the complaint, or this is their biggest grievances. So that's where now it has come into a fruitful press conference and a launch, and I'm really excited and happy about our journey, because we're calling this project as a Sri Lankanization project, and our ultimate goal is to train 10,000 people within this year on data engineering, AI and security.
So now this has been the first step. You have partnered up. Moving forward, what plans do you have, and which fields and which areas are you looking to branch into to bring that level of competency within to our workforce?
So I think with Sri Lanka in place, right, with our workforce, we've got a very talented workforce. But do we know to sell ourselves? I doubt. Right? I'm not generalizing, but there's a lot that needs to be done. So we are looking at building capacity on soft skills, right, techno-commercial skills, to be able to, so most of these distribution and partner networks are looking at sales enabled towards technology, so techno-commercial individuals. So we're looking at building such resources as well, and helping BCAS as well as working with multiple other universities and going into every corner of the country to be able to provide what professional certifications and qualification, and show them a roadmap that can actually help them to either build their own startup or even work for an organization, and or even being placed in Sri Lanka and work for global organizations to be able to bring those dollars back into the country.
I have with me Mr. Abdin here from Trainocate. Now, Mr. Abdin, we were talking about the partnership that you have going on with BCAS. Let's talk a little bit more about how this idea came about, and why was BCAS chosen for this partnership for Trainocate to move forward?
Right. Hi. So that was very good indeed, very good question. So Trainocate, as a human capital development company, we were focused on training the corporates. So usually we go into all the corporates, the top corporates in Sri Lanka, and then when we go on the corporate, we were training or upskilling their staffs. While doing so, from the HRs or from the seniors, they used to say, guys, you're always coming in upskilling our in-house staff. Why don't you get us some freshers? Going to universities, give them some basic fundamental knowledge. So bring them to us, we will hire them. So then, we thought, there is an opportunity for beginners. And then I was talking to one or two universities, but when I met Rajita, visionary man, he is, I used to say, and even Teresh, they identified the need. They identified the need of there was a gap between the industry and academia. And then we were telling them, look, this is the pathways, these are the areas where we need the corporate needs. Why don't you equip your students with such qualifications? And as always we say, good things take time. It took about good 8 to 9 months. But then again, here today we are at the official launch. So, from now onwards, the students who are coming out of BCAS, they will be equipped with 1 or 2 fundamental programs such as security, Azure fundamentals, data and AI, and also the reset platform. The reset platform which is behind you, it covers it's an end user tool where it covers a comprehensive or entire spectrum of Microsoft. If you want to do something, you can just go on the platform and whatever the task. Sometimes we have been knowing to do certain tasks which must be taking about 20-30 minutes. Here you go, maybe in a click of a button, you are done with the task. So reset stands for remote end user self-enablement training, and this also has been embedded with BCAS students. So by the time they are coming out of the uni, they are working in the Microsoft spectrum, they know okay what does the industry needs, and yeah, that is about our partnership we have signed with them. So very happy about the partnership. We're thankful to BCAS and their leaders, and let's hope our future generations will gain vast knowledge out of this.
Well, reach out to the BCAS team, find out more information, see how you can learn more knowledge, get more individualized experiences, and further your career. Well, until we see you again with another high event, take care and be safe.